Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's tutorial is on this look right here. I'm so happy with how it came out. It's bright. I'm using my NYX Ultimate Brights palette that I picked up in my recent haul, and I'm excited. Actually, I have a party to go to tonight, so I'm off, but if you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. First thing is I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin to get ready for foundation, and I'm actually using one that I've never tried before. It's the Milani Prime Light Face Primer. It's a strobing and pore minimizing oil-free primer, and I have never tried this, so let's give it a whirl. It's like a pearl white shade. I don't even know how much I'm going to need, so we'll start off with a little bit. It's nice, similar to like my hangover one. Kind of just feels like you're putting lotion on your face. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the eye, so going to grab my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. I know you're probably sick of hearing me say I'm using this primer, but honestly, it's the best primer I've ever used. I've used more of like a liquidy type kind of primer, but this just cancels out my veins and just leaves this perfect canvas for my eyeshadow. So I'll never use anything else, honestly. I've kind of given up on trying other ones because this is just perfect for me. Okay, so we're going to do kind of a brighter eye today. So I pulled out my NYX Ultimate palette in the brights, but I need some neutral transitions and things like that to set my paint pot. So I'm grabbing my favorite. It is the Lorac Pro 1 palette. I'm going to grab my white shade here in the corner and set that paint pot. And then I'm going to go ahead and use taupe, and this is going to be my transition shade. Just because of the shape of my eye, I need a little something up here, and I'm really going to diffuse that so it's a softer transition. I don't want anything too dark because we are going to try to do these brighter colors, which I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but I'm thinking something like pink, reddy orange kind of tones. Perfect. I am going to go ahead and go into some Scotch tape. I haven't done this in a long time, but I will put this as a guide for my eyeshadow. So I took off the stickiness, the back of my hand, and I'm just going to go ahead and place that like so. I'm not going to do such a strong angle because of the shape of my eye. So I kind of don't go straight, but straight with a slight angle. Now let's get into some color. So first things first, let's actually clean off some brushes with my Cinema Secrets here. I always have a cup of Cinema Secrets in front of me, so I can use the same brushes over and over. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start off with this orange shade down here on the bottom. It seems like it's gonna be more subdued than anything else, and I'm just gonna start putting that in the crease. This is the first time I'm using this palette too, so I will be learning as I go. But these are not overly pigmented shades, so I'm kind of building up the color. I do have plans this evening, so I'm not looking for this to be so wild, but I did want to utilize some of these tones and kind of create a little more neutral look with these brighter colors, because you can do that. You just have to work them in a certain way that's more wearable. All right, so I've worked up a little bit of that orange. So now I'm going to go ahead and let's use, oh, I don't even know where I want to go with this. You know what? Let's go in with this hot pink. Woo! Why not? I'm just kind of layering things, but in different spots. So I want more of the pink on the lid as opposed to the crease. So if you notice, I'm using the side of this brush to kind of fluff it And then I think I'm going to go in with this darker version, but it looks like there's a little gold flecks in it. And I'm just going to put that in the very outer corner. I'm using the same brush too. It was a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to go in with this purple. And I'm just going to focus that right on the edge. Keeping it pretty low. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm kind of swooping it in the crease. I'm going to go back to that orange and just take that a little bit higher to kind of get some of that color back. It's pretty. I think I want to just leave it there. I don't want to go too crazy, but I am going to go ahead and use a liner brush. That's not a liner brush. This is a liner brush. And I'm going to go back into that purple. And I'm just going to take that into the lashes as if I was doing a liner. So let me take my tape off. We're going to do a little bit something underneath, but I want to go ahead and do my foundation. So I'm actually grabbing an old favorite. I just picked this up because I haven't used it in forever, and now it has a pump. It's the Revlon Color Stay. I use the normal to dry, and I'm in the shade Buff. I'm so excited that they did a pump. I haven't used this in so long. Oh my gosh. I had to pick this up because all of my foundations are way too dark. I'm gonna go ahead with a little liquid Camouflage by Catrice in the shade Light Beige. I'm gonna take that in other parts of my face here, chin and between the brows. I'm going to take a little bit of my RCMA No Color Powder and just set these under eyes before they crease. For the rest of face, I'm just going to do my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish, and I'm just going to kind of take a big fluffy brush and pat that. I'm not using a lot of product. I just want to take off any tackiness that the foundation may have left. Now for a little bronzer, let's go in with the L'Oreal Glam bronzer. And we're just going to kind of contour bronze. Now for my brows, I'm grabbing my MAC eyebrow pencil here. I still have to finish up the eyes, but I want to just get my brows going. And going in with the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in medium. Focusing that mostly on the tails. And then I just flick through the front and the middle. Let's get a little color on the cheeks. I'm going in with Milani's Baked Blush in Dolce Pink. I'm going to do a little bit of contour. We're not going crazy. But I'm grabbing my Pixi. This is the Natural Contour Powder. It's broken, so I have to be careful with it. So I'm just getting a little bit on a very small dome brush. And that's basically it. I'm just working it pretty much where my hairline is. I find that if I go too far, it just doesn't look good on me. Put a touch on the forehead over here. My brush that I used for the bronzer, I'm just going to kind of go over that to make sure it's blended. Okay, let's finish up the eyes here. I'm going to take the orange and mix it with this orange, which is a little brighter. And I'm going to take that underneath. Oh yeah. I'm also going to go back with that angled brush that we used for the purple. And I'm going to take that on the bottom to connect that line so it doesn't look like I used tape and it's not just floating off into no man's land. Awesome. I'm going to now use a little bit of gel liner. This is a brown from L'Oreal. It's the Lacquer liner in bronze, and I'm going to go ahead and tight line with that. I'm just using a flat brush here, and I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to keep the waterline on the bottom open. I don't want it to close off my eyes too much, but whatever is left on the brush, I'm just taking it on the outer part. Now I'm just going to go ahead with my favorite mascara duo, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise and the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm going to go ahead and apply the Paradise first, then I go on with the Lash Sensational. For the bottom lashes, I'm going in with the NYX Skinny Mascara. It's a brand new tube. I love this mascara for the bottom, so I picked up another one. Okay, now I just want to top off my highlighter here, or put a highlighter on using MAC Soft and Gentle. And I'm just going to do that right here. Now for the lips, I'm going to keep it nude and not go crazy because the eyes are kind of the focus. So using for a liner, NYX Peekaboo Neutral Lip Liner. Now I'm going to top that off with Milani's Matte Naked. It's actually a little darker than I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and do something fun. I'm going to grab MAC's Soft and Gentle, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that over top with my finger. Kind of lightens it up and gives it that like metallic look to it, which I kind of like right now. I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face with the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. And there you have it. That is the look. It's fun. It's pink. It's got that, you know, brightness to it, but it's still wearable. You can definitely do that with a lot of fun colors. So that is the look, and I'm happy with it. Definitely don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And of course, if you're new today and you have yet to subscribe, you know where that button lives. And don't forget to hit that little bell. That will notify you when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.